well as your energy and overall well-being.
With its powerful blend of turmeric, milk thistle, and globe artichoke extract, Active Liver is the perfect way to keep your liver healthy and you feeling your best. Active Liver is available in both a delicious gummy or tablet. You can find Active Liver in the vitamin aisle at your local CVS or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
The Sports Animal coverage from Augusta is presented by Johnson's of Kingfisher, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Same name, same family since 1927. Now here's Craig Humphreys, live from Augusta.
I completely forgot that we had the version from the left of the tee box. Didn't really know where to go, and since JT had an issue around the green, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sneak here on the river. Probably the people would not see me that much, and then clubs that I really got today, like real out, so that was kind of funny. I mean, it was not embarrassing at all for me, so if I had to do it again, I would do it again.
I totally get that. That is Jose Craig Ballister, who got busted urinating in a crate during the first round, urinating early, right there.
Is that the group you were following, Craig? Because I heard you on throughout the day talking about Scotty Scheffler. Maybe that was a group you'd follow around the course.
Yeah, he's the reigning USAM champ, and they traditionally paired the reigning Masters champ with the reigning USAM champ, Jose Luis Ballester, who is from Spain, senior at Arizona State, won the USAM at Hazeltine, beat Noah Kent to open. Yeah, there is that, back on the 13th tee, the patrons can't get back there, but there is a bathroom for the players back there, but he went, as he said, in the river. It's actually Ray's Creek. But
Wow. You know what? I totally get it. I get it.
Moment, man.
You're nervous. You're playing with the greatest player in the world.
No, he said in advance.
gotta go.
He wasn't intimidated by it, Craig. I read his comments talking about the round. He goes, I just want to go out and play. And he didn't think anybody could see him until he heard the roar of the crowd. And he's like, oh, okay, there you go. So that just happened.
Well, Craig, despite all of that activity, how about Justin Rose fired the round he did out there at -7 after round one?
How about Justin Rose at age 44 in Curtis?
I may wait and stream on the way back. Well, the sun will be on that way on the way back. So hopefully the sun will move. It's right in my eyes.
Such a great career, now playing in his 20th Masters, and I tell you what, he's been in the top 25 here 11 out of the last 14 years, so this is a familiar spot for him. He finished runner-up to Jordan Spieth in 2015. He lost in a playoff to Sergio in 2017, and this is not a guy who just talks like he's a ceremonial guy who just had a lucky first day. I mean, he plans on being around on Sunday, and this year he's had success on two very tough golf courses this season. He tied for third at Pebble Beach, and he tied for eighth at Bay Hill this year. And of course, he did win a major at the 2013 U.S. Open at Marion. And guys, if you're going to win the Masters, it doesn't hurt to start off with 3 birdies like he did yesterday. Birdied 1, 2, and 3, and then he had 3 in a row again at 8, 9, and 10. So through 10 holes, he's 6 under par. He birdies 15 and 16. He gets it to 8 under. And if he birdies the last hole after parring 17, had to have a nice par on 17 after hitting into the trees to the right. So he comes to 18, needing a birdie to tie the course record, and he blocked his drive into the trees to the right. He just had no shot, had to punch out, ends up bogeying 18, his only bogey of the day, and shoots a 7 under par, 65. So Justin Rose, your leader by 3 shots after the first round.
Well, Craig, I like old guys doing well. And how about Freddie Couples yesterday? I bet he was a crowd favorite. My trivia question this morning is, I see he became the 2nd oldest guy to shoot under par there.
To Tom Watson.
Exactly right.
Was only a month younger than Freddie when he did it. Freddie came out and played the first hole yesterday, Spinoza.
That's not be a problem out here. I'm pretty hungry, and getting arrested will only make that worse.
You get knocked to him for having to hit a hybrid off the 16th tee the other day, but he loves that hybrid, and he holed his second shot on 14, a very tough par 4. He held his second shot for an eagle at 14, and that was the shot of the day. Shooting under par on this golf course at age 55 in his 40th Masters. Are you kidding me, Spanos? That was great. People like it.
Also, a reminder of how brutal this tournament could be. Rory sitting there at -4 and then double bogeys 2 of the last 4 holes.
Oh my gosh. And the last 42 Masters champions, the thing they have in common is none of them had more than 1 double bogey in the year that they won the Masters. And Rory had 2 in a 3-hole stretch, Kerry, as you just said. Just, I mean, 2 terrible chip shots. That's all. And he was having just a textbook round. 3 under par at the turn, had birdied 13 to get to 4 under, and he hits it just over the 15th green. So if he birdies 15, he's at 5 under, with only 3 holes to play. And guys, it wasn't. I mean, I know it is very quick down the hill from back to front at 15. But he knows that a whole lot better than I do. He just hit it too hard. He flew it too far. It had no chance. As soon as it landed, you could see. I mean, it had no spin on it. I mean, to have any chance, it had to have some spin on that chip shot. Just a terrible chip shot. Then, if I were him, I thought it was easier to get it up and down from where he was than to go to the drop area, but he went all the way to the drop area. I thought he could have gotten it a little closer from where he had hit the previous shot. He goes to the drop area, hits it on the green, 2 putts for his 7, double bogeys that, and then he goes to 17 and basically did the same thing on a hole where there's no water, but he hit his second shot over the green and just guns the chip shot, again pitching from back to front, and guns it way past in 3, and then he 3 putts from there, guns his par putt about 4 feet past the hole and missed coming back, and so doubles 15, doubles 17 after being 4 under par. He ends the day at even par. Another disappointing first round here at the Masters for Rory McIlroy.
Got to feel, Craig, that Scotty Scheffler feels pretty good where he is.
Textbook round, Curtis, for Scotty, and he shoots 4 under without birdieing the 2 back 9 par 5s, 13 and 15. Didn't birdie those, but what a great front nine. He birdies 2, 4, and 8, and the birdie on 4 was like a 65, 70-foot putt from the left side of number 4. The pin was on the back right shelf, and he drains the long one on 4. Did birdie the 2 par 5s on the front, but then on the back, like I said, he doesn't birdie the 2 par 5s, but he comes to 16, and he drains one from about 40 feet at number 16 for his lone birdie on the back. And so 68, Scotty Scheffler in great position. In fact, Vegas has him as the favorite right now to win this Masters. He's won 2 out of the last 3.
Now, Craig, you're going to be with us all day, live from Augusta and into the weekend until this thing is done.
You bet. Reports today at 10, 12, 3, and 6. Then Sam and I will have a preview show on Saturday and Sunday morning, 9 o'clock Oklahoma time, 1 hour preview each day, Saturday and Sunday morning. We'll have a complete wrap-up Sunday night at the completion of the 2025 Masters. Phil, I appreciate it. Been great to be with you guys this week.
Absolutely, Craig. It's always great to have you back on the air with us. We appreciate you so very much. I'd say have a good time, but that's a foregone conclusion. And you're going to love this whole weekend, so enjoy yourself.
You bet. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Spanos. Curtis.
Leave yourself anywhere you want, Craig.
Yeah, you know what?
It's wide open now.
Yeah,
I want to keep my bed.
listen, that guy opened the door. It's time for you to walk through it.
Thank you. Thank you, Craig. We enjoyed it, man. Have a good time.
All right.
We are the Morning Animals. We will talk to the mighty Matt Pinto to talk all things Thunder coming up next.
The Sports Animals coverage from Augusta with Craig.
And that,
Powered by Buffalo One.
visit Fiverr.com.
The main symptoms that I had
before I came into this program was numbness in my feet. Make it difficult to sleep sometime and difficult to walk. The people here, their renewal, are very professional. It has helped me a great deal with the numbness in my feet and the pain. I'm able to have better balance now. I'm able to walk my dog Penny Lane, and I would recommend that anybody could come in and try this, and I know they would be satisfied.
If you're experiencing discomfort, burning sensations, or numbness in your feet, legs, hands, or arms, it could be a sign of neuropathy. Take the first step toward relief.
All right, are we ready?
Oh, let's do it.
Pete, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
What episode is this? 57?
I don't know. It's the same as I guess, doing on the,
I don't have it in front of me to look, right?
Yeah.
All right, so 50.
Hey, what are you? Shut the hell up over there. It's just like one of those.
Sorry. You know what, you can just say this is our live PAX special episode. They can worry about the episode number when you do text, but we'll call it the live PAX.
I think it's 57.
When I just put up bull, I mean, we just go to hold.
Should we double check? What if I really
you don't ready to go?
No, this is it.
No, it's
57. All right. All right, 57.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the All Gen Gamers podcast. This is fantastic because this is our first in person, live, recorded, video, audio, in person episode. We are here live at PAX Pride.
And we're naked right now.
Yeah.
So you guys know.
Yeah. The video will reveal that to everybody.
Yeah, everyone.
Just see the video, they'll like, oh my god. They'll be flagged right away, but we'll put it up.
We Photoshop clothes on us.
Yeah, the 3D will show that too. So we of course are here with good friend Johnny Millennium. Johnny, I can hit you.
He's hitting me. I don't like this. I want to go back to the way it was. I don't like making eye contact. It's really scary. You know? But yeah, this is amazing. I just can't. It's like sinking in for me right now. We're all actually in the same room doing it, but it doesn't seem strange at all.
Yeah,
not a bit. Not a bit. But anyways, that is my intro.
We're also joined by everyone's favorite Games 31. What's up, John?
Yeah, man. I can hit you too.
Oh, and he did.
Maybe hit me one more
Yeah,
time.
I can actually hit him as well. Done.
And of course, the man himself, Pete. Look at this. Pete Door, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, good. Excellent. Oh.
Great to see you. Hang on.
I'm gonna try and be in the best of moods because my area right now at home is actually on a tornado watch. So at the point of time, at any time, I could lose everything. And I'm actually stranded here until God knows when. Hopefully not too long because my flight is canceled. JFK airport is closed down. So I'm gonna do my best here, but keep in high spirits.
This will keep you a little bit right here. Captain flavored chips, Pete.
I will try.
By American leveling on 98.1 FM, WWLS, the sports animal.
Knocked away from Quiñones this time. Picked up by Christensen. He's a transferred loss of
Giannis and the Bucks. Man, Giannis is playing great right now, even without Damian Lillard in the mix. 136, 111. I don't think the Bucks can go too far, but playing good right now. And Giannis was great. 28 points last night, 11 rebounds. And they beat the Pelicans big last night. The big game, really, that kind of the Thunder had interest in last night was Memphis, Minnesota. Minnesota wins that game. Those two teams are tied now for 7th and 8th. Right now, Memphis holds the tiebreaker. Only 2 games left for all these teams. The Thunder have 2 games left starting tonight at Utah. Talk to Matt Pinto. He is on the call tonight. That's coming up next.
The Thunder are in Utah, looking to beat the Jazz. 40 and 98.1 FM, WWLS, the sports animal.
Look at his eyes. He's like, I'll try it.
Okay, what do you think? Here we go. Real life balls.
He just ran his back. It's like French fries.
It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, he likes it. He likes it. He likes it.
Now I wish I had stuff here to make the poutine so you could try raw.
Now you're bringing it up.
Really good. Call it up as a special thing and told everybody. James, yes? Rob is here.
Rob man, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here to ruin all the spoilers, ruin all the fun, and pretty much piss everybody off. How you doing?
So, well, good podcast, guys.
See you later. We're all out of here. It's done.
Grand Casino on the left. Shawnee, Oklahoma. 1 mile ahead, we got stop traffic. And it's going to slow us down. We got about an hour and 46 minutes left. And what's going on up here? Okay, 11-minute delay up here.
Which I did not own. That's 2 for 2. Someone else, Ryan, gave me Sonic Hacky Sack, which I also do not own. I guess here's your remote control card.
These idiots don't even know.
Sonic and Sonic the Dark Brotherhood styles, which I do have. However, now I can, which was also from
Just gonna go flying through there. That's what makes everything back up, because those idiots have to get over now.
something else I did not have from Sonic the Hedgehog, a South African Sonic the Hedgehog poster. Wow, yeah. Were those guesses, or did you really know he didn't have it?
I didn't know whether he had it or not. I was guessing.
We're talking about Pete Dover, so that's one amazing guess. Good job.
And I brought 2 different kinds of Canadian ketchup flavored chips. Yes. And a big old bag of Smarties for Mr. Gangster 81. Yes. Who knows affinity for certain snack foods.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Smarties in Canada are different than the ones in the U.S. They're almost like M&M chocolate.
Differently tonight against Utah in terms of the guys that are
Salty
available
Pinto.
and the guys that aren't. But you look at Alex Caruso's game against Phoenix with 19 points a season high, 5 steals a season high. Chet Holmgren had his 11th double-double in that game. Went to the free throw line, a career high, 13 times. Made a career high 12 of those 13 free throws. J-Dub seemed like he could have named his number in his return to Arizona. He played high school basketball very high in Gilbert, Arizona, about 30 minutes from Phoenix itself. He scores 33 each, and it could have been really any number higher than that. And this team, after going through the motions early on, Alex Caruso after the game with me was talking about our shell was not tight defensively. It wasn't. They're down flat at halftime, trailed by 15 in the first half. Got it together, and when they did, the Suns had no chance. And their season ended as a result of that, being eliminated from playing consideration. But this team was 66 wins against 14 losses. Has, as you said, Curtis, home court throughout the NBA Finals. Should they make a run that deep? They've swept 19 of their opponents, potentially as many as 21, after facing Utah tonight and New Orleans on Sunday to close things out. So nothing but positives for this team right now. A.J. Mitchell, who's not played in 46 games, 98 days, is available tonight against the Jazz, which is going to be interesting to see him and how he's ready to rock come playoff time, given the extended absence due to the toe surgery he underwent. So nothing but positives for this team right now.
Matt, since last we spoke, you got to live your best life, having back-to-back games with LeBron and Luka to talk about. And the first game, first game, I mean, I've never seen a shooting display like that by anybody, anywhere, anytime, not even a driveway. As they hit for 3, and it looked like they were on their way again the next night. But then kind of, water will return to its level. What are your observations and takeaways after those 2 games with the Lakers? I mean, for both teams.
One, I think the Lakers are better than I thought they were in the sense of their positional size and the way that J.J. Redick has adjusted and adapted their defense. They are able to cover ground. They're doing a good job gapping opposing offenses, which means they're trying to deny the ability to get downhill against them because they don't have any rim protection now in the absence of Anthony Davis. Jackson Hayes is just an aggressive rim runner offensively, and that's it. So that's one observation. But the other is that even given the extraordinary shooting the Lakers unleashed in the second meeting.
I don't even know why it slowed down.
The Thunder showed incredible poise and incredible ability to apply learning from the previous game. I thought the first game, the Thunder were not as ready to play as they needed to be. That was evident. And the Lakers and the barrage they offered really became night long because the Thunder, I thought, hurried some stuff offensively, given the shot making the Lakers rolled out. The second meeting, the Lakers shot it as well to begin the game through the first half, but the Thunder were forceful, relentless, scored 80 points in the first half, and then closed the game impeccably. I mean, the final 6 minutes of that game for Oklahoma City were as good as it gets, and that was playoff-like in intensity. So I liked the way the Thunder responded, and the Lakers are a team I think that you have to view as a potential Western Conference finalist in the Western Conference, but nothing more. I think that you could argue for a number of different teams that they could make the Western Finals. I suspect that the Thunder are on their game. They'll be one of the teams in the Western Finals. The Lakers could be the other.
Matt, as you and Curtis talked about, everything's pretty much put to bed. Thunder know what their fate is, where they sit. But, sitting out guys
North
tonight,
Canadian River.
how much of that can be a little bit of a spark for an Aaron Wiggins, a Jay Will, a Kenrich Williams?
There's no water in there.
Guys like that to just kind of sharpen up before
a little
the
water.
playoffs run starts.
Well, we've seen it a number of times down the stretch that when the Thunder have decided to go this route or close to it, those players have excelled, and Jay Will has been just profoundly good in those instances. That massive triple-double against Philadelphia, he had a really big game, really orchestrating the offense, and the other win against Portland, a decisive victory. Then Thunder didn't pull the plug completely against Phoenix 2 days ago, but pretty close. I mean, they did not play their core guys. They did play Chet, they did play Caruso, they did play Dub, but otherwise they went...
Were you on the rest versus rust philosophy? Because, I mean, obviously the Thunder are going to have a week off after the finish of the regular season while they're waiting for the play-in guys, but having even these additional days off this weekend, I mean, just what's your philosophy as far as that concerned? Because obviously you're going to be facing somebody who just came off 2 very hard-fought games just for the right to play you.
Yeah, I think that's a factor in it, no question. And last season, the Thunder learned, I think, what this challenge is, because they had that full week off as the 1 seed. And then game 1 against New Orleans, they were not fully in. It took them a few minutes. It took them that first game. Season ago, they're going to serve them going through the same process this time around, and they won't know.
It's all because these people are trying to merge left.
They face off in game 1 a week from Sunday, and they'll play that first game on Sunday. We don't know the time, but it definitely will be a Sunday game because everybody plays that first weekend of the playoffs, and the team they play will need that full day off before engaging Thunder on Sunday. So I think that when you had the number of injuries Thunder have had this season, Espinoza, that it's very wise to kind of shut it down right now in terms of avoiding any possibility of that occurring. I think they being as healthy as possible going for the postseason has to be priority right now, because when they're healthy, when they're fully intact, we can dream of what that might look like. We haven't seen it all season for a single game. Hopefully we do a week from Sunday in postseason.
And of course, tonight, Matt will be on the call once again, 8:30 p.m. tip-off, Oklahoma City Thunder in Utah. Matt, as always, we appreciate you, and we will talk again in 1 week.
All right, celebrate this season. It's been extraordinary, and everybody's excited now for what's in front of us with the playoffs. But I think this is a moment to kind of bask in what this team has accomplished on so many levels. And we just got to win Defensive Player of the Year, Shea MVP. Daniel won't win it, but he certainly should Coach of the Year this season as well. Guys, think about this. From 22 through where we are now, this team improved by 16 wins, 22 to 23, 17, 23 to 24, and it's going to be probably double digits again, from 57 to potentially 68 this year. That's just unheard of. It's historic, and I think that just take a moment to think about that and really appreciate what this team's all about.
Well, man, I expect double digit. I expect double digit next year then too. So we're about 7.
Thank you so much. We'll talk again next week. We are the Morning Animals. This is 98.1 FM WWLSC Sports, and we've got an
their phones while driving. There's the sneak-a-peeker who darts their eyes between the road and their texts, or the nightlighter who illuminates their car after dark. If that's you,
finally
consider before you find
out of that traffic for no reason, just one little lane.
The got a ticket, or worst of all, the driver who killed someone. Put the phone away or pay.
We got him right there. We got
video, we got audio.
Boys and girls, in Canada, this is what we like to call Smarties. They are small, ovoid candies with chocolate centers. They're like M&M's, only good.
Have we actually, this might sound weird, but have we actually mentioned the grab tax right now?
Yeah, we did.
Because just so people don't, you know, I wasn't sure if we mentioned it.
And finally, as a special treat, we will have video of this to put up later. It took me until... Oh, I'm still one of those.
They're not that fucking good. Come on, get over it.
Well, you've had them your whole time.
Yeah. Come on, their Smarties are rotten. No, here, let's talk about, you want to hear about cool things. I'm having a Diet Cherry 7-Up.
So am I. It's amazing.
It's fucking good. Okay, so we can kind of feel it.
Okay. I feel really awkward seeing I put Johnny on his knees in front of me. It's
That's how while you're down there.
This is how I've always dreamed of the podcast. I've never wanted it to be any other way. It's a dream come true.
In my truck, it sounds only natural.
Yeah.
Not the first time.
Oh, he taps me in the back like a small child.
He didn't tap you. Very all money. Yeah, she ate money. But so the final surprise, and it was actually down to 0 hour. It was the night before we came down here to PAX. And I run out of grocery stores, delis, anything else. I went to that restaurant that the photo came from, of Game Street. I caught me cakes. Yeah. I went into the manager, he's a buddy of ours, and I said, look, can you do me a solid? I gotta tell you a little story about a man named Jason Harney and the lovely poutine. I need cheese curds, real cheese curds. Can you hook a brother up?
He's like, oh shit, I know.
And he said, bring it to him. Motherfucker, you need some cheese curds, get some poutine to a man from Arizona. I'm your man. Gave me 4 packs of cheese curds. I have the Montreal canned Saint-Hubert's traditional sauce. And we're gonna get some poutine cooked up and feed it to Mr. Jason. He can eat it on camera.
I don't even know what to say. You guys love me. You really love me, Rob. I need a hug. Oh, Jason. That deserves a hug. I mean, that's a beautiful thing.
That's okay. See, somebody sent you some stuff in the mail. That was very nice of him. It was a good gesture.
You know,
but this is the real deal. Full meal deal.
So I'm really looking forward to it. Finally, I'm going to be able to eat poutine.
Save the mix for later, Reza.
Yeah. And don't faking the reaction, Jason. If you hate
no, if I throw up,
you will love it.
It's going to happen on camera.
I'll be catching it on the ground as it's throwing out.
There it goes.
You probably look the same coming out.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why they call it poutine.
People say it looks like brains, you know, but it tastes great.
But what are we thinking so far? Like, wow, this is like, it's overload, and not just the meeting,
right?
But everything at PAX, and maybe we should just go around and hack some reactions to start off with.
That sounds good.
Pete, start us off. We'll go around.
Too much. Honestly, comparing it to PAX East, the layout was a lot better because you could actually look at the entire show floor as a whole. This place is like split up into multiple floors, little hidden corners. Like there's still places that I didn't even know were on the show floor that I'm just discovering now. And then there's venues that happen in totally different buildings blocks away. So in terms of getting to where you need to go, it takes a lot more time. Whereas at PAX East, everything's like readily available on a giant show floor. However, it's kind of overwhelming. This PAX I'm basically going at it like I'm not going to wait on any lines to play any of the big games. I'm basically just walking around, taking in the experience of PAX and playing some of the indie games, you know. Just to wait online for like even Skyrim, as much as I want to play that game, I'm not waiting online 2+ hours probably to play a game that I'm going to be playing in 2 months.
Some people camped out.
Yeah. They wouldn't let you film it either. Film it there.
Despite the catchphrase, indoor is not for any shit.
But you know what the bullshit is? I have got Pete in so many lineups. That's part of my thing. I was filming in so many. I got him in like 10 lineups.
So he can't fake it. You're lining up.
He's always on line for some shit. That's just true. Highlight game of PAX?
You know, I feel so bad. I played this game before, like today, and it's actually probably my favorite game of the show. But then just coming down here, I went blank. I can't remember the name of this game, okay? It starts with a D. It's an indie game. It was next to a game called Snapshot. It's an indie.
Diamond Dogs.
No.
You gotta bring that shit up.
I think it's called like Decom. Something. It starts with a D, but it's an indie platformer that's sort of in the style of like Limbo with the visuals. It's very dark and rainy. But the cool thing is you make lights in the game world, and those are the platforms. So all the obstacles in this game, like platforms, houses, anything like that, you can't jump on them. You actually have to create a light source and then you can jump on that light source. It's actually my favorite game of the show. I played it for like 45 minutes. The art director guy was there and I talked to him. The game designer wasn't there. By far my favorite game that I've played so far.
Was it a game that you were looking forward to, that you got to see or play, that you were disappointed in?
You can do that.
All right. Are we?
Quarterbacks, 2 weeks in now.
I mean, really, I watched pretty close today, but all of them doing pretty good. They all seem to be making, every once in a while they'll make a mistake, but nothing that will change rotation at this point. No, I mean, there's a bunch of guys I don't know what to expect from.
Streaming my drive
but
to your follow.
nobody's really consistently done it with the group at a high level. Like when I want to see them do it when it's against other guys that would be playing considerable number of snaps in games next year. And because of all the rotation with guys with the portal, we just we haven't got that far yet.
All right, so Mike Gundy, Scott Wright has another week left next week because they started a week later than OU for spring ball. And I don't know, have you, in the times you've talked to Mike, gotten any tips? Has he tipped his hand at all to these position battles? And were you able to read anything into his quarterback answer?
No, not at all. He has been, he's always pretty generic, especially when there's a quarterback competition going on, but he's been even more generic than usual. You heard him give that answer right there, the first ball that he gave the other day. He is not giving any kind of clue as to what they're seeing, what they like. In player, you kind of get a vibe that any speed stands are wowed by how fast this kid is. I'm curious to see what kind of a thrower he is. We don't get to see a lot of in our 15 minutes a week that we get to watch. So that's the thing that has me curious. He didn't, he played in 4 games and ran the ball 15 times at TCU. Never threw the ball once for them. So we don't know what kind of a passer he's going to be at the college level, and that's, I think, going to be a difference-making situation in this quarterback debate because we've seen what Gary Gale can do. Zane Flores certainly we haven't seen him throw in a game either, but we've heard a lot about what kind of a thrower he is. You definitely get the vibe that those 3 have elevated themselves. No knock on Milwaukee Smith. He's the youngest of the group, and coming along. But you definitely get the vibe that those 3 have elevated themselves. But you don't get a good idea of any kind of separation in that group.
Scott, how comfortable do you think they feel they are with regard to NIL? I mean, just having a bag of money available now, and how active do you think they're going to be once they wrap up camp and the portal's open? How active do you think they're going to be?
Their level of activity will depend a little bit on who goes in and how many guys they lose. They are in a pretty tight situation in terms of looking at the 105 roster limit, which might even be in flux now if they try to grandfather in some of these guys like they were talking about last week. We'll see what happens there. But to answer the first part of your question, they feel a lot better now watching these concerts go on than they did a week ago, and even though knowing that money was coming, but seeing the the excitement and the revenue that it's bringing in is a really big deal. So, but they are going to continue to be active. They've picked up 2 portal commitments already, a running back from Georgia State and a receiver from Emory and Henry, the football power of Emory, Virginia. Very exciting. 6'4", 185-pound kid named Cam Abshire. It looks really talented on video, but it's Division II, and then on top of that, a Division II school I didn't know existed until a couple of days ago.
What was the name of that
We'll see
school?
what happens.
Emory and Henry?
Emory and Henry.
Emory and Henry.
Oh, Kerry's going to have a field day with that transaction.
I just want to know what poor bastard is assigned watching all these Division II teams play to find prospects.
Right. If you're already a recruiting analyst, and then you get the D2 guys, that's got to be some tough work.
No, I mean, you can't knock them. I mean, they've done a good job with valuations from the lower division stuff for the most part. But if there is, Scott, if there is on offensive defense a must-get guy in the portal at each position, who would those positions be?
I think now, at this point, if they could have another big receiver that's maybe a little bit more proven, again, no knock on Cam Abshire, he looks talented, but size at receiver, particularly if this Talon Shetron injury turns out to be something serious. We don't know exactly what he's dealing with. He's been out again, so they just don't have a lot of size at the receiver position.
Are you telling me that injuries to receivers is not exclusive to just the University of Oklahoma?
It turns out it happens everywhere. I know some people are surprised to hear that, but it does. And then I would say maybe it doesn't have to be left tackle, but an offensive tackle is probably the next spot that they could use at least some more depth, if not a guy that can step in and be a starter. That's probably the two that really stand out. And
I know on defense everybody's going to say pass rusher, but is it still kind of secondary where they need the most help?
Probably so, but they brought in a lot of guys back there. It's just a matter of figuring out who can actually play back there.